Joe Exotic's back. This is my last lesson with you guys, so let's make it count. Today we're going to learn about simple interest. And it's just like I said, simple. You will need scratch paper. I want you practicing these with me. I'm going to give you a formula. You may want to go ahead and write down. It is interest equals I P R. Okay? It's easy. Promise. I'll hook you up. All right, so if you remember what I just told you, we can use the formula interest equals IPR. That's just what they say. This I stands for the interest, the P stands for the principal, and the R is the rate, the time. Okay, so basically you just multiply these together. Now this is listen though. The rate is done in years. Okay, if we do months, we gotta do something a little different. Okay. All right, so let's say we have $1,200. That's our principal. So we're gonna do our interest, and again, just like the last 2 days, we gotta turn that 3.5% into a decimal. So 3.5, move it 2 places to the left. Okay. So we're gonna do the 1,200 times the interest 0.035 times 2 years. So this is what I'm going to do because I feel like this is easier. I'm going to multiply these two together, and then I'm going to multiply it by 1,200. So we have 0.035 times 2 years. Okay, so we have 5 times 2, which is 10. The 0 can stay. The 1 got to go. And 3 times 2 is 6. And 6 plus 1 is 7. And 0 times 2 is 0. And we got 1, 2, 3 decimal places. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So that's what that is. All right. So now we're going to take this and we're going to multiply by our 1,200. 1,200 times 0.070. So 0 times anything, all this is going to be 0. We got to drop an egg and scratch. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 2 is 14. The 4 can stay. The 1 got to go. 1 times 7 is 7. And 7 plus 1 is 8. Now, 2 eggs. And 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay? And then we're left with 8, 4, 0, 0, 0, right? 1, 2, 3. Boom. 1, 2, 3. All right, so you got $84 in interest. Now, why do you think that you would need this? And if you think about it, you're going to need this for when you buy a house. That's a big deal. Or anything that you go to the bank. If you don't have the money for something, you can go to the bank and you can say, okay, here's my credit. Check me out. And no, I'm not talking about my mullet. Check this out. Loan me some money. If you give me some money, I'll pay you back the money plus some. Okay? So what they do is you say you're going to go, I don't know, this may be a little scooter for your son or something. Oh, y'all don't have sons. I'm sorry. This might be a scooter for yourself. So let's say that you're looking at a $1,200 scooter. You go to the bank and you say, hey, look, I need to buy this scooter. Can you loan me some money? And they say, sure. But you're going to have to pay me interest. And it's going to be 3.5%. That's where that is, 3.5%. And you got to pay back in 2 years, right? So what you would do if they're asking is you take this $84 and add it to the $1,200 you borrowed, and you'd be having to pay them back $1,284. You know, so if you think about it, you sometimes you just got to weigh your cost. Is the $84 you got to pay them back? Is that worth the $1,200? I mean, that's up to you. That's for you to decide. Okay, that's some stuff. All right, we're gonna do one more easy one, and then we're gonna get into something that's not a year. It's gonna be some months, and maybe like a year, 18 months. Okay, so we're gonna do one more simple one. We're still gonna do the interest equals IPR, simple interest. Okay, we're gonna do it about the same way we're doing this one. So I'm gonna leave this. Oh, who was that? Who was that little booger? Who knows? They're out here jackhammering the dang sidewalk. All right, so this next one's going to be $750. 7% interest in 3 years. Now this might be like a little cow. Some of you kids here, oh goodness, my moly. I just gotta get. I'm gonna have to go to my hairdresser after this. So some of you peeps show cows and stuff like that. So let's say you want to buy a $750 calf. You're gonna feed it and you're gonna show it. So you go to the bank and you say, look, give me $750. And I'm like, okay, I get 7% interest. That's a lot more than the 3.5. So you got 3 years to pay it back. Okay, we're gonna loan it to you for 3 years. All right, so here's how you do it. We're going to have to turn this 7% into a decimal, just like last time. Boom, boom, 2 places, 0.07. So now we're going to do 750 times 0.07 times the 3 years. We're going to multiply these two first. That's going to be the easiest to me. I just like to get that over with. So we have 0.07 times 3. 7 times 3 is 21. The 1 can stay, but that 2 got to go. 0 times 3 is 0, plus 2 is 2. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so that's 21 cents, or whatever you want to call it. So we got 21. Now we're going to multiply that times 750. So 750 times 0.21. All right, 1 times 0 is 0. 5 times 1 is 5. And 7 times 1 is 7. And I'm going to do my scratch, lay an egg. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 5 is 10. The 0 can stay. That 1 got to go. And 7 times 2 is 14. And 14 plus 1 is 15. So now we just add up what we have. And we got 2 decimal places. Boom, boom. Now, I don't know if this is worth it, peeps. I mean, it may be to you. You may want that calf real bad, but $157.50, I don't know if that's worth it. I don't know. That's up for you to decide if that's how much interest you would pay. Simple interest. I'm not even going to get into them house loans. Them house loans, man, that's not even getting into it because I don't even really understand you. Just give me that pay stub. Let me pay that little stub every month. All right, guys. So we're good with this. We're going to get into some more difficult ones, okay? So you just got to come with an open mind. That's just all I can tell you. Okay, this is going to be a little bit different. All right, so now we got $600 at 8% interest for 1 month. All right, so let's we're going to have to do this a little different. So what we're going to have to do is now we're going to have to multiply the $600 by the 8%. We're going to have to figure out what is 8% of $600, and then we're going to take that and we're going to divide it by 12 because how many months are in a year? 1 year is 12 months. So this the IPR, the R for rate is in years. So this is a month. So now we're going to have to like divide by 12 to see, okay? Because we want to know 1 month. So it's almost like a unit rate kind of deal, like what we were doing. All right, so you know very well that 8%, we got to move that decimal 1, 2 places, right? So this is how I'm going to do this. This is 600, and it's got 2 zeros. I'm hanging that off the end. I like to do the easy way. Okay, so we're going to just do like this. Hang those zeros off the end. All right, 8 times 6 is 48. The 8 can stay. The 4 got to go. And 0 times 6 is 0 plus 4. All right, now I got 1, 2 places. Boom, boom. All right, 48. So in that year, 1 year or whatever, it's $48 a month. $48 for 12 months. So we got to divide that by 12, and 12 will go into 48 4 times. 4 times 12 is 48. So you're going to be paying $4. So we're wanting to know, like, for 1 month, how much interest are you paying? Well, you're paying $4. Okay, so you got to make sure that you're doing this in the right order. You got to get what is a percentage of the money you're borrowing or you have, and then you got to divide that up. So it'd be $4 a month. Okay, all right. So we got a couple more difficult ones. Sure wish y'all could use a calculator. I can, but I'm not. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it like you do it. Now I hope you're pausing, and I hope that you're writing these down. All right. So the next one is $500 at 12% interest. $500, 12% interest at 18 months. Okay. Now, what you can do on this, what I found is, if you did, we could still use that formula, but you could do it a little different. Like if you knew 18 months, how many months are in 1 year? 12. So if you did 18 minus 12, you're left with 6 months left over, right? And 6 months is half of a year, right? So 18 months is really 1 year and a half. So what you could do is you could just do 1.5 years. You can change it to years if you wanted to, if you knew that. And that's what I want to do because I know that 18 months is a year and a half. So I'm going to do turn this 12% into a decimal, all right? Now I'm gonna multiply the 12 and the year and a half, okay? And I don't line my decimals up when I multiply. I hope you remember that. I do different colors so it'll stand out and just pop. Okay, 2 times 5 is 10. The 0 can stay. The 1 got to go. 1 times 5 is 5, and 5 plus 1 is 6. 0. Scratch, leave whatever the stupid egg is. 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 1 is 1. I'm going to add this. These are my partial products. I'm going to add my partial products up. 8 and 1. And I've got 1, 2, 3 decimal places. Now, boom, boom, boom. All right. So it's basically 0.8. 1/8. Sorry, not 0.8. Now, I got 2 zeros right here, so this is easy. I'm all about doing the easy way. I'm going to hang these zeros off. 0, 0. 8 times 5 is 40. The 0 can stay. The 4 got to go. 1 times 5 is 5, and 5 plus 4 is 9. And I got 2 decimal places. Boom, boom. So you're going to be paying $90 interest in a year and a half for that. That's pretty easy. All right, guys, so now this is what we're going to do. And we could do this next one a little different too. All right, guys, so we're going to do this a different way. I worked it out. I went back and deleted it because I feel like this can be easier. So let's look. We got 2,500. I'm going to go ahead and turn this point to 6.9% interest into a decimal, and that's going to be moving it twice, right? So it's going to be 0.069. Now, if you look at it, 6 months. 6 months is half of 1 full year, right? And half's equivalent decimal is 0.5, correct? So we're going to change this to 0.5. That's going to be a lot easier, peeps. So now we can just multiply the 2,500 times the 0.69 times the 0.5. If I'm going to multiply these two together, hopefully that'll be easier. So we're going to do 0.069 times 0.5, okay? 9 times 5 is 45. That 5 can stay, but the 4 got to go. 6 times 5 is 30, and 30 plus 4 is 34. The 4 can stay, but the 3 got to go. And 0 times 5 is 0, sorry, and 0 plus 3 is 3. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. So I've got to do 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I'm going to have to add a 0 in there, okay? So now we got that. We're going to multiply it by 2,500. So 2,500 times the 0.0345, okay? Now, 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 5 is 25. That 5 can stay. That 2 got to go over here. And 2 times 5 is 10 plus 2 is 12. Okay, so I'm going to scratch, lay an egg. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 5 is 20. The 0 can stay. 2 got to go. And 2 times 4 is 8. And 8 plus 2 is 10. So we got that. All right, now I'm going to scratch, lay another egg. Another 2 eggs. Okay, so 0 times 3 is 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 5 is 15. That 5 can stay, but we're going to have to take that 1 over there. And 2 times 3 is 6. And 6 plus 1 is 7. All right, now we're going to add this up. 0, 0, 0, 0. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. 5 plus 0 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 0 plus 0 is 2. 1 plus 0 is 1. Plus 5 is 6. And 1 plus 7 is 8. All right, now let's count how many decimal places we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. $86.25. That's way easy. So, guys, don't worry. I'm going to tell Miss Mitchell to take it easy on you and give you easy quizzes. These are kind of difficult, but you got to be exposed. You got to know how to do it. So, you got questions? Raise your hand.